consider water. Not carbonated water or toilet water, but just plain everyday water. H2O. You probably never gave it a second thought. It used to be when you wanted a drink of water, you just took it. But now, thou shalt not drink water from any other source than that designated, else thou become victim to an unhappy fate more painful than Japanese lead. Thou shalt use thy water sparingly and wisely, else thy days and thy brother's days shall be numbered. So, brother, in a combat area, get your water from a Lister bag. It may not taste like the water from that old oaken bucket, but it is pure and healthful. Use it wisely. When you're on the march under a blistering hot sun, even that chlorine tastes good. So good that some jerks want to down it all at once. Like our old friend, McGillicuddy. Kinda hot, ain't it, Mac? Well, why don't you take a little drink? Here we go. See what I mean? What a jerk. For 2 months, we've been begging him to take a bath, and now he does it. The great McGillicuddy, full of vim and full of water. An empty canteen and an empty head. Now let's see how far he gets. Oh, beginning to drag it, eh? Now it's really getting hot. Hotter than it was before, huh, Mac? Oh, your tongue's dry, isn't it, Mac? You know what you ought to have? You ought to have a nice, cool drink of water. Why don't you look in your canteen? You started out with plenty of water. There it is, Mac. Water! Get it, Mac! Oh, that's a dirty, low-down shame. Water! Water! All right, Mac, don't get dramatic. After all, you're only a couple of miles from camp. Water! Water! Mac, come back, Mac! Don't, Mac! Come back here! Stop! Listen, knucklehead, you can't drink that water. It hasn't been inspected. It might even be poison. Yatta, yatta, yatta. Quit beating your gums. Now, how do you feel about drinking that water? Not so good, huh? Well, let's take a look upstream and see what gives that stuff its kick. See, Mac? Here's you. Here's the gorilla, a few dead Japs, some pigs, and a native village. What's wrong with a native village? Very pretty, very pretty. But, do you know what that is? That, McGillicuddy, is a headhunter's head. Direct from the manufacturer to the consumer. A prize in every package. And, brother, you hit the jackpot. Monotonous, isn't it, McGillicuddy?
'Twas a bright sunny day, with the air fresh and clean. Not a rumor was stirring, except in the latrine.
Hiya, Snafu. What's new?
Oh, nothing much. Nice day.
Nice day for a bombing.
Yeah, nice bombing weather. Bombing weather. Bombing weather.
Sounds harmless enough. Innocent stuff. But let's take a look in and find out what's cooking.
Bombing weather. Bombing weather. Bombing weather. Bombing weather. Bombing weather. Just between you and me, pal, I hear we're in for a bombing.
The hot air is blowing. A rumor is growing.
They're gonna bomb us. They're gonna bomb us. Hear about the bombing. Hear about the bombing. They bombed us. Did you hear about the terrible bombing last night? Well, I heard it on good authority. Let the patrolman speak.
Balloon juice. It's phony, but it makes nice baloney. That's right. Exaggerate it. Stretch it. Multiply it. Now shoot off your face. And baloney is flying all over the place.
B-38 in Germany.
Worst air raid of the war. Yeah. They blasted hell out of Brooklyn Bridge.
Coney Island was wiped out.
What's the matter with our planes? They popped them off like kites. Them parachute troops landed right on the White House lawn. The Florida coast is lousy with invasion barges. Just a minute, Bud. Did you know that we have nothing to fight with? That our shells are all duds? And furthermore, the jobs are in California. Wait until you see their new secret weapon. This may surprise you, but they're attacking this very camp. It's too late. You can't get away. The Russians have surrendered.
The British are quitting!
The Chinese gave up. It's all over. We've lost the war. Rumors! Nice weather for a rumor, ain't it?
Down through history, Navy men have worn a variety of colorful uniforms. sailor's uniform, like his ship, has been scientifically streamlined. The blouse, jumper, is tailored of 18-ounce vat-dyed navy blue Melton cloth. The cuffs and collar are of the same material. The cuffs and collar are... Oh, well, perhaps we better go aboard ship and have a look around. Well, here's Seaman Tarfu. He'll help us with our little, demonstration. Oh, yes, the jumper. The Navy man carries very little on his person. Therefore, the jumper has only the one small pocket, which, however, is adequate for all his personal effects. The less said about a sailor's pants, the better. The jumper, although snug-fitting, was designed to be easily removed. Grasping the lower seam between the thumb and forefinger of each hand and exerting a gentle upward pull, before our sailor boy can say, "Heave-ho the mizzenmast," heave-ho the mizzenmast, heave-ho the mizzenmast. There. It's off in a jiffy.
Man your battle stations. Man your battle stations.
Navy craft are always kept immaculately clean. And whatever natural hazards may be encountered are always handled with true Navy efficiency. Of all Navy traditions and ceremonies, the most colorful is that of piping the Admiral aboard. Another Navy tradition is that of growing a beard on long cruises, but it must conform to regulations. The regulation clearly states the hair, beard, and mustache must be worn neatly trimmed.
The hair, beard, and mustache must be worn neatly trimmed.
And what is a sailor without a tattoo? Today's super dreadnought boasts a completely equipped weather forecasting laboratory. Wonder what the weather's going to be tomorrow.
Looks like a storm to me.
Seriously, however, Navy equipment is the finest obtainable. And though a sailor must still take his turn at standing watch in the crow's nest, he has at hand the most powerful binoculars in the world, enabling him to see through solid banks of fog, mist, and rain, even beyond the horizon.
Fresh.
In conclusion, of course, no picture about our Navy would be complete without some appraisal of the American sailor as a fighting man. Let's hear from a recognized authority on this subject.
Navy. What'd you expect, sailor? The Army made this picture.
Good morning. What's the matter, Annabelle? Don't you feel well? Aren't you happy? I know what's wrong with you. You're lonesome. I'll get you a little playmate. Never mind. I'll get you a little playmate yet. Did you see any goldfish come this way?
No, I didn't see any goldfish come this way.
But I saw some go this way, and that way, and this way.
Did you see any goldfish come this way?
No.
Help! 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 Help!
Help, police, kidnap! Help, police, help, murder! Help, police, help, fire, murder, thief!
Calling all cars, calling all cars, calling all cars, calling all cars.
He tried to kidnap me. He was going to cook me and eat me.
So, you were going to cook him and eat him, huh?
But I don't.
Silence! Silence! How would you like to be put in a hot frying pan and cooked until you were nice and brown?
besides, how would you like to be somebody's dinner? How would you like to be my dinner?
But I don't eat fish.
Then what were you going to do with him?
I wanted to give him a nice home with my pet goldfish. But I got a home.
A good idea. Come along with me.